Show me how deep love can be. Hi, Frantonio. This is a surprise pop-up live because AM1 plays too many games, and he sent me a video to watch, and I watched it, and I thought to myself, what am I watching? Why am I watching it? I was very, very confused. And so I just wanted to come and talk about it. So this is going to be a different kind of live because I want to comment on Vicky's commentary on Ace Metaphor's shenanigans. Hi, Dr. Evil Hands. So this is going to be very controversial because I was sitting at the table, at the dinner table. I made bread bowls with a soup inside of them. And I was talking to my man about this, and he was like, Irene, you got to stop dragging the gays. So I don't know if you guys know who Ace Metaphor is, but he did this whole thing like, I am not a provider. And I'm not on social media, so I can't pull it, like the whole thing, which I've heard is like 20 minutes long. Hi, Lucid Music, winner. I'm sure. I haven't tallied it, but I think I did all 10, so I'm pretty sure you won. So I just want to do this commentary on Ace Metaphor, and I'm going to tell you off top. My belief about Ace Metaphor is that he's probably bisexual. He can't be straight talking like that. So I think he's either a closet gay, like a closet bisexual, or he hasn't made peace with the fact that he's gay. Because a lot of what he's saying to me sounds like I kind of want to be a woman. Or he's submissive. So this will kind of tie into like my live for Friday on submission and dominance and power exchange, because I think that he's probably very likely a submissive man. Like some men are not dominant. Some men are submissive. So some men need like a Domme, like a dominant woman. And like, that's the kind of relationship they'll do best in. They wouldn't do well in a relationship, say like with me, right? Because I'm not going to provide that masculine energy that he needs. So that is before we get into this, before I do commentary on Nikki's video, because I'm going to share my screen with you guys for those of you who haven't seen Nikki's video. Have any of you guys seen Nikki's video? Who is that? I didn't know who he was until AM1 so graciously put this video in my email. So blame AM1. Okay. Yeah, he's gay. So I don't know that he's a simp. I think he's gay. So before I know I've already cast my judgment, but before y'all cast judgment on him, I'm going to play the video that aired on Fly Nubian Queen that Vicky aired, and I'm going to be going back and forth. So I'm going to play her video, and then I'm going to give my commentary on her video. That's how I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to see what you guys have to say about it. Hi, Goodness Rated. So let's see. All right. So again, it's all AM1's fault. None of this has anything to do with me. I'm innocent. I'm just an innocent bystander here. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and then I'm going to play maybe not her whole thing, but maybe some of her thing. So let's see. Okay, can you guys see the screen? Let me make sure you guys can see it. So I'm trying something new, y'all. I'm high tech. Well, I'm not high tech. I'm like playing games. Okay, great. So you can see me and you can see the screen. Perfect. So I'm going to play it and you guys check it out and tell me like what you think.
It's Hoodie Ace in the building, and I got something I want to talk about, and I think it's very important. Y'all jump on in here. We talked about it and like extensively on Instagram yesterday, and I feel like right now, because I've had a day to kind of impact my feelings, I want to impact my feelings in front of you guys. I feel like this is a super important conversation to have. Probably one of the most important conversations I've had in a while here on Facebook. So as you're signing in, make sure you tell me what your name is and when you're from. And what I mean is, I just woke up. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. That's how much this has been on my brain all night. So we're about to talk about it right now. To give you the the preference, or not the preference, but the background information. I asked yesterday, should women pay for dates? If you're in a relationship with somebody you care about, whether you're dating somebody you care about, or whether you're just friends with somebody you care about of the opposite sex, should a woman ever, under whatever circumstances, ever pick up a check? And I'm going to be honest with you. I was so shocked at all the answers I got. It was beyond me how many different answers I got. And it's so great that we had dialogue. So as you are signing in, make sure you put your response below. Should a woman, under any circumstance, whether it's on a friend level, a dating level, or a marriage level, should a woman ever plan and pay for a date with a person with whom she really cares about deeply? Should she ever? All right, so y'all go ahead and put that below, because I think it's just a very important conversation we about to have right now. But let me tell you something. I said yes. Hell yes. Like, not even just yes, but hell yes. Hell yes, I think you should. I think if you really care about somebody, you should show them. Look, nobody care about $20. Hopefully, if you are dating, $20 to you is just $20. But it's the gesture. I think, okay. That's the first part.
So I want to play some more clips. I want to hear her commentary, because her commentary was flipping hilarious on this. But I also want to play the other clips that she used. So let's watch another one of the clips she used.
Here we go. I used to talk about my feelings. Shut up with all that bullshit. You sound like a little girl. Here we go. And some of y'all encourage that with this way of thinking. We are supposed to do the same shit when we come home. And so it stops when it comes with picking up a check. It stops with dates. No. You weren't supposed to wine and dine me. You better wine and dine your man too. Some 50-50 things. No, it's supposed to be like 95 to 5. No, that's why people get divorced. I am more than just a provider. All right? When I date you, I'm going to date you to see if you can fill my cup also. Because guess what? As I fill yours, I'm going to need you to fill mine. It's common sense here, people. But if I'm the only one being romantic towards you, I'm the only one paying for dates. I'm the only one planning dates. I'm the only one buying you gifts. I'm wooing you, earning you. Who's earning me? Who's earning me? The thing is, ladies and gentlemen that's watching. Hold on, family. He says, who's earning me? Now, you heard him say he's not just a provider.
We're going to watch another clip.
Of understanding that men need emotional support too. We need spiritual support too. We need to be shown appreciation too. That's true. We have love languages too. Our toxic masculinity, we've been taught to shut up and shun our feelings. When I was younger, I used to get beat for crying. When I used to cry, I used to get beat. What are you crying for? You know what I mean? When I used to talk about my feelings, you shut up with all that bullshit. You sound like a little girl. That was beaten to me, man. You know what I'm saying? That way of thinking was beaten to me. I don't subscribe to that no more. You know what I mean? All these men walking around here all hard as hell. It ain't just because that's the way we are. It's the way we was trained to be. Now we can't feel shit. We can't receive shit. We don't even want to talk about nothing productively because we're talking about our feelings. We don't know how to. It's just beaten to us, man. I used to be put on punishment for crying. And that is what fucks us up, man. It really does. So, I don't know about y'all. I'm going to talk about me. I want to be treated holistically. My arrangement isn't to exchange security for your comfort. No. Fuck out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Protect her. We gonna protect each other, man. Gonna be there for each other.
I just want to say, he just said we're gonna protect each other. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep playing it, y'all, and then I'll give my commentary in a minute, because
I need you as much as you need me. All that masculinity shit. Oh, you need me. That's out the window, man. Wait.
You guys heard what he said, right? He said all that masculinity stuff is out the window. So I know he was sucking a lot of you men in when he was talking about can't my woman buy a date and stuff like that. But then, you know, he started going off the deep edge with we can protect each other, and all the masculinity stuff is going out the window. Like, but he was sucking y'all in with the first part of his rhetoric, and then he started going left field with it. You know, once he started talking about not being able to cry and stuff like that, he started going down the questionable train. But I don't know. Let's just see.
Did you hear what he said? He said all that masculinity, SHIT, is out the window. That's the problem.
So hold on. There's another clip here that she plays. And I want to just get how you guys feel about this. I'm not Muslim, but this is Ava Muhammad talking. And I'm curious. He's not a nice looking man, goodness rated. Well, maybe to some people. I don't find him attractive, but that's me. So I also want to play this because I'm curious what you guys think of this too. It's Ava Muhammad, and so she's talking. And I want to see if you guys agree with this.
The black man, and the black man has to protect and provide, because it is the nature of the female to demand good treatment. So she's going to nag, she's going to curse, she's going to go off the deep end, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the woman is not made to undergo financial stress. It's not in her genetic makeup. So she the comfort and console that she needs to be to her man, so that when he comes in from fighting this devil all day long, she can soothe his mind, soothe him physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. But she can't do that if her needs are not met. And did y'all hear what she said? She said that the woman.
Okay, let me see if there's anything else in this that I want to play. I will say that her overall commentary on it was actually pretty insightful, like the further she got into it. Hold on, let me stop my screen share. Okay, all right, so I'm back. So I will say that her overall commentary on it was actually pretty good. So you guys should watch her commentary. The whole video he did was like about 20 minutes long. Like I said, I'm not on social media like that, so I can't watch it, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are on those social media sites, so you guys can watch it. And so I just want to talk about my feelings on this, okay? Because AM1 clearly sent this to me because he knew it was going to trigger me. So, so let me talk about it. First of all, I do understand as far as like men, like women taking your man out. I definitely think like if it's your man's birthday, stuff like that, like you can do stuff for your man. I mean, Of course, like women are going to do that. I think as far as men being able to cry, like, yeah, men can be emotional. It's okay for men to cry, but like, you shouldn't be like a girl. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, women are very emotional because our hormones literally fluctuate wildly, like 3 to 4 times a month. If you want to know what I mean, watch my video on women are crazy, but there's a logic to it. I did a whole video on this. So yeah, men can cry. And I think he was, at some point in the video, he was talking about how he wanted to come home and find a little box on the counter, like a present for him. And he was talking about, I don't know if you guys caught that, like, we can protect each other, which is just weird. Like, I can provide, I guess, some kinds of protection, but honestly, y'all, I'm 5'2", and if it's me and you together and something goes down, I'm gonna expect you to protect me. Like, what the heck do I look like trying to protect you? That's just crazy. So it's like he mixed in, it's sort of like, I don't know if all of you guys aren't Christian, but you kind of know, like in the Bible, when Jesus goes and he fasts for like 40 days and 40 nights and he's in the wilderness, and the devil comes and he starts quoting scripture to get him to throw himself off of a ledge. So there was truth to what he was saying, but he was using the truth to bring in a warped sort of mindset. And so I really want to talk about something that she touched on, which is the fact that there is an attack on Black male masculinity. So for this particular brother, and I'm going to look at your comments in a minute. For this particular brother, I think 2 things are going on, right? Number one, he's homosexual. Just straight up, some of the stuff he was saying, he kind of wants to be treated like a woman, and we're simply not the same. So I think he's probably bisexual, or if he's not bisexual, but tell y'all, based on just how he talks, and I don't trust men that do impressions of women too well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't ever want to hear a man trying to use a female voice. You know what? Like, did you catch that? He did that. That kind of stuff is very suspect to me. So he was a little too comfortable with that. And I also feel like if he's not full on gay, like if he hasn't fully embraced the fact that he is bisexual, he's probably a man that needs to be with a woman who is a dominant. So he might need a dom. A dom, for those of you who don't know, a dom is like a dominant woman. She can present as very feminine looking, but her personality is very dominant. She could present as masculine looking, but I think he would do really well in a dynamic. And maybe that's his problem, is that he keeps trying to pose himself like a full-on man when he's really a submissive person. So he feels animosity for taking a dominant role. Because I find that men who feel animosity in being in a male position, in a dominant position, are normally submissive. And so they need to be with somebody who is dominant so that they can feel comfortable. Because it's like me, I can be dominant, but I'm not comfortable in that, right? I feel uncomfortable, and I'll feel animosity if a man puts me in a position where I have to be dominant. And I kind of feel like he's suffering from the same thing, where he's a submissive kind of man, kind of womanly. I don't mean that like in a negative way, but like everybody, because think about it. He was saying when he was little, he was called a crybaby and he got in trouble for crying. So clearly people saw that he was a little bit soft. And so they tried to correct that, and he feels animosity toward that. And he just grew into like a softer kind of man. And so he wants some female treatment. He wants to be wined and dined, he said. He said he's not trying to be a protector. He wants his woman to protect him too. He sounds like he needs to be with another guy. You know, like some of the stuff he wants is something you get from masculine energy. So to me, I feel like he's gay and hasn't accepted that, or he's in the closet, or He needs to be with the dom. He needs to be with the dominant woman. But this brings into the wider question, him openly talking about this, because this is the same thing like with MGTOW, right? MGTOW picks up on valid things like male advocacy, the problem with the court system. You know what I'm saying? Like dominant stuff. I mean, not dominant stuff, but like valid things. And it's the same thing with this guy. Like he picked up on some valid points as far as being able to express emotion. Like you guys are human beings, right? Men are people, so you can have emotion. It's just that you shouldn't be over emotional. Do you know what I mean? Because you're like, you emote in the way that my man put it was, he's like, men emote differently than women. So you shouldn't be emoting like a woman as a man, but of course you can emote. Do you know what I mean? You can have emotions. So some of the stuff he was saying just came across to me like he has a problem with manhood. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end, he closed with, this masculinity stuff is over. Like, we're not doing this masculinity stuff anymore. And he had mentioned earlier toxic masculinity, equating masculinity with being toxic. And so this goes into my conversation about the attack on Black men and Black masculinity, and why this man is so dangerous out here in the world, opening his big fat mouth to have a discussion on this topic. Because the thing that would really suit society is for all of our men to go, I don't want to be a provider. I don't want to protect anybody. I just masculinity. I don't want to do that. You know, society is moving to a place where they want to see men being effeminate. And he is like the poster child for this new age man. I mean, like I said, he sounds like he wants to be a girl. We'll protect each other. I want to be wined and dined. I want to come home and find a little present on the counter. Masculinity, we're done with that. We're not doing masculinity. Because I know that a lot of his rhetoric was like sucking men in, because that's what these weird movements and weird ideologies and twisted mindsets, that's what they do. They pick out things that genuinely the average man is feeling, that have validity, and then they start dragging them over into Crazyville. And I feel like here's this homosexual man, bisexual man, man who is a submissive. You know, he needs to be in a submissive position. He needs a dom if he doesn't want to be full on, you know, in the butt with it. Definitely what he needs is like a dom. He needs, like, some people are submissive. He seems like a submissive to me. I'm sorry, y'all. I think in those terms. I think in terms of submission and dominance. And to me, he seems very submissive. So he probably needs some dominant energy, because he's not bringing that dominant energy. He's bringing submissive energy to me. So it could be his problem is he hasn't accepted what he is, and he will be happier in a relationship where he can play that role of a person that gets taken out to eat and gets wined and dined and gets brought little presents and gets protected. All these things that he wants as a man. You know, he wants to be protected. He wants to be wined and dined. He wants presents. He doesn't want to be masculine anymore. He wants to be able to cry. All these things that he wants, he needs to be with somebody that can provide him that. But I think for him to be talking to other like heterosexual people, that's crazy as all hell. I don't think he should be talking to anybody heterosexual about that. Maybe a pansexual, maybe bisexuals, maybe other submissive men, because there's a whole group of men that are submissive. And that's just their nature, is that they're not dominant, they're submissive. And so they need to be in relationships with women who are dominant. And I think that's a problem too. I think sometimes men find women who are dominant, and you're trying to make her be submissive, where you should really leave the dominant women to those submissive men, like this gentleman right here. What's his name? What is his name? Let me look at my own notes. His name is, oh, I can't remember. I can't remember his name, y'all. I'll have to put it in the description. But That's kind of what I think his problem is. I think that he is gay. So I'm going to look at the comments and you guys can tell me what you think. But wait, do thumbs up the video because there's 35 of you here. So thumbs up the video so that we can get more people into the conversation. So if like 25 of you thumbs up the video, that would be great, even if you don't agree with me. But okay, let's see what you guys are writing. Very few men are born godlike. What does that mean? That's why most have to be taught to be a man. Oh, Dark Prophet. I mean, yes, I think manhood and womanhood is something that has to be taught. And I think that especially for men that are raised by women, you get a lot of feminine energy and then you start to have feminine expectations. And so I think it's even harder if you didn't have a strong male influence in your life, right? Because you haven't seen modeled what it should look like to be dominant. So then you start to have feminine expectations. And that can be very difficult sometimes. Oh, big O, Matthew chapter 4. Yeah, exactly. Maybe he was his mom's favorite. His mom babied him. Maybe. Like something is going on there where he's definitely a submissive type man. He's definitely submissive. Like, no lie, he is submissive. Without a doubt. He has submission written all over him. Like I can smell it on him. I can smell him through the computer that he's a submissive type. I'm reading your comments. Oh, Goodness Rated said, that was my mom. My mother was very dominant. She could never be with a dominant man. My stepfather was meek. Exactly. That was my mom too. My mom was very, very alpha. And she needed men who could accept that. And one reason my mom always bumped heads with my husband was because he was very dominant, because I'm very submissive, right? And because I'm submissive, I pick dominant men. And I think a lot of people don't have the awareness. And that's kind of what I feel like his problem is. Everybody doesn't have the awareness to know what they are. You know, a lot of times we want to play into our roles, and I think that's healthy. But some people, like this gentleman, he's a submissive. He wants to be treated like a submissive. He's begging for it. He's literally couldn't brush his teeth in the morning because it was on his mind that much. And he just needs to get himself a good dom. Like really, really do. Frantonia said, sounds gay and he's the woman in the relationship. Yeah, he wants to be in a relationship with a guy. He does. He really, really does. Now, I'm not trying to say anything bad about him, but I'm trying to say that he wants to be in a relationship with a guy. I still need like 20 of you to push the like button, please. Let's see. My dad never really taught me anything, but I still got good grades. I still get good grades and plan to move out. So did I need a dad, or is it natural to become a man? I think young boys need fathers, like without a doubt, you guys. Like young boys need fathers. There's no getting around that. Young boys absolutely need fathers. Fathers are essential to raising good men. And I think the idea that men can be replaced, and this guy is a perfect example. He needed a good male influence. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that were just spanking him for being a crybaby, like he said, and putting him on, well, not spanking. He said he got put on punishment, I think, for being a crybaby. They saw in him that he was very feminine. They saw in him that he was very soft. And honestly, especially as Black men, you can't afford to be soft. And I have to be honest, when we were at the dinner table, I was saying this. I was like, I turned to my youngest daughter, who was only 7, and I was like, Bella, don't I tell you all the time, don't cry or I'm gonna give you something to cry about? She's like, yes. She's a girl. Like, we can't just be out here in this world crying. If you cry to me, if you start crying to me, you better have a reason to be crying. Like, something better have gone down. And if you are a man and you're crying, something better happen. Your child better have died. Your house better have burned down. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, something traumatic needs to occur. We just can't have fully grown men out here in the world crying. We can't have fully grown women out here in the world crying. I mean, the women can cry a little more than the man, but just as like adults, we can't just be out here full on in our emotions. Like, that's a little ridiculous. And everybody wants to be like perpetually 5 years old emotionally, and like, it's just not going to work. It's very problematic. So let's see. Sorry, I'm still looking at your comments. Dr. Eva Han said he could be gay, but he definitely has some mental illness going on. He's bisexual. He is definitely bisexual, or if he hasn't fully embraced being bisexual, because I think he's bisexual though. Like, I think he just swings that way. But if he hasn't embraced being bisexual, he's a femme. He's a bottom. He's a submissive. For sure, for sure. Like, without a doubt. I'm 1,000% on that. He is a submissive. He definitely needs to be in a relationship with somebody who is dominant over him. He's not the dude to be leading anybody. He's not going to be the head of anybody's household. He's not that guy. A lot of Black men use Black women for a come up, and when they get on, they leave. You're asked for a white girl. Is that part of a song? I feel like I've heard that song before. So disappointed. Well, Lucid Music Group, I'm always disappointed. Well, y'all know how I feel about gays. I think I'm always disappointed when people shirk healthy gender roles. But if you're going to shirk the gender roles, at least know what's up with yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he shouldn't be talking to heterosexual men. He should be talking to bottoms, bisexual men, gay men who are feminine. Or he should be talking to submissives, like a crowd of male submissives. He should be talking to male submissives. He shouldn't be talking to like straight men, because that's not his audience with what he's saying. He's not straight at all. He at best is submissive, and in reality, I think he's definitely bisexual at best, because he definitely has some bisexual tendencies. Hi, Pete. Yeah, I'm sorry. White guys are hella gay, because they do like gay stuff like on the regular as like normal. Like, straight white guys do things that are very questionable, like on the norm. Not all of them, y'all, not all of them, but I've definitely seen some things where I'm like, really? Tobias said Black women only want Black men to be dominant in the bedroom. Outside of that, Black women are disrespectful to Black men. Well, I don't know about that, because I'm a Black woman and I want my man to be dominant all the time. So yeah, and I would say this: if a woman is letting you dominate her in the bedroom, you can dominate her in every other sphere. Okay, if she's submitting to you sexually, she'll submit to you in other ways too. How that plays out though is yet to be seen. And like I said, a lot of times, men will get into relationships with women who are dominant, and as dominant or more dominant than you, and then be in their feelings because she's not being submissive. When you need to pair yourself with where your energy is. If you're a very dominant man, you need a submissive woman. If you're a very not so dominant man, you need a more dominant woman. Do you know what I mean? Like, submission only goes so deep, y'all. Okay, so if you're a very submissive man, you don't need to be with, you're not gonna, it will be hard for you to find a woman more submissive than you at some point. You know, like if you're too submissive, you will force a woman into dominance. I know that if I come around male energy that is very submissive, I will act dominant myself. And I'm not even comfortable with being dominant because somebody has to be the dominant. Oh, don't have me preach my Friday sermon tonight, y'all. Because somebody has to be the dominant in every interaction. There's always a dominant party. And some people are not honest about what they are. Gerald said, it's funny that you couldn't understand what he's trying to say. It's hard to have to say so in this modern day world, and all he asked was to be respected. Okay, no. Wait a second. Whoa, Gerald. Again, let me say this, because this is how good guys get sucked into weirdness. Should men be able to cry? Sure, you guys are human beings. But him crying about how he was called a crybaby and got punished for crying all the time when he was little is symptomatic of, you know, him having an issue and him wanting to cry as an adult. I think there's a middle ground between wanting to cry like a girl and wanting to be able to express emotion because men are still human. I think he wasn't just saying he wanted to be respected. He said masculinity, this masculinity thing is over. Gerald. What does that have to do with respect? He said the masculinity thing is over, Gerald. He, a man with a penis and a scrotum, full on, said the masculinity thing is over. Now, I don't know a lot of men who would go that far. So to me, he's not speaking for straight men. If he wants nothing to do with masculinity, which is what he said, this isn't about respect. This is about he's gay. This is about he's feminine. And that's okay. This is about he's a submissive. He doesn't want to be masculine. He said that at the end of it. He was like, I don't want to be masculine. This masculinity thing is over. So it's not about respect for him. He doesn't want to be masculine. He doesn't want it, okay? He wants to be submissive. I don't want to be masculine either. I want to be submissive. I want to smell good. I want to look good. I want to be told what to do. I want to be obedient. He wants that too. I want little presents. I'm like that. I get excited. My man brings me a present home. I'm like, ooh, a present. He wants to do that too. This is not about respect, okay? He said he doesn't want to be a protector. He wants to be protected. I don't know if that's about respect. So like I said, he said some things that resonate with the average man. And then the average man is like, oh, I can get with that. I feel I should be able to have emotion. I'd like my woman to take me out. You know, I could go with the dinner I don't pay for. And he sucks good men in with that rhetoric. And then he goes off the deep end with, I don't want to be masculine and I need a woman to protect me. I have an expectation that she's going to protect me. But notice he didn't even say woman. He didn't even say woman. I'm telling y'all he's bisexual. Why are y'all playing with me tonight? This man is bisexual. And if this isn't already out about him, mark my words, is coming out. He is bisexual. And if he isn't comfortable having full-on sex with a man, if he's not bisexual, he is submissive and he needs himself a dom. Because you can't say stuff like you don't want to be masculine when you're a man. That's as weird as a woman saying she doesn't want to be feminine. That's crazy talk. This is crazy talk. Now, AM1 knew when he sent me that video, I was going to say that it was crazy. Because what do you guys want me to say? You know what I feel about traditional gender roles. Gerald, I think you're giving him too much credit. I don't think this is about him wanting respect, Gerald. Because if all he wanted was respect, he wouldn't be talking about he doesn't want to be masculine. He expects a woman to protect him. We're going to protect each other. Like, there's some protective things a woman's going to do. But like real life, men. You want a woman to protect you? If when the stuff hits the fan, You want your woman to be out there? Would you even feel comfortable? Like, do you think right now, okay, Gerald, right now, me and you, we're walking down the street together and somebody comes up on us with some beef. Do you think me at 5'2" are you gonna have the expectation that I jump in front of you and fight the guy? You want me to protect you? I don't know if it's about respect, Gerald. I feel like you're very sweet and you're giving him a lot of credit, and he got you. See, he got you. I told you he was going to say some stuff that resonates with good men, and then they would start getting all confused and check out when he started talking the crazy talk about not being masculine anymore. Because it's an attack on Black men. They don't want Black men to be masculine. They want you to be feminine. I'm going to be doing a live later this week with BMT2 on, are Black women competing with gay men? Because that's what he's on, some gay stuff. What kind of feminine woman is going to do the things that he is asking? It's like not going to happen. He needs to be with the masculine woman. He's the perfect candidate for it. Lucid Music, why are you facepalming? I have no chill, I know, but I'm actually way chill because I'm being very moderate with what I want to say. Hi, Real Aaron. Tobias, preach it. We were created for men. Like, that's what we do. We were made for y'all, not the other way around. Thank you. Thank you, Made Man. Some sense. He is pansexual or bisexual, or he is submissive. He's a submissive man, and he should not be addressing dominant straight men. He is not a dominant straight man. That's not what he is. So he should be directing his message with the caveat that this is for gay men, this is for bisexual men, this is for pansexual men, this is for submissive men. He should not be having this conversation to straight dominant men. That cannot resonate with the straight man that's dominant. Because they don't talk like that. I'm going to tell you right now. Dark Prophet, okay, I acknowledge I'm not all women. That's why I said that this man may need a dominant woman. He may need a dom. Because I know that there are women out there who will do that for him, who will tell him what to do, who will protect him, who will let him wash the dishes, who will give him little presents, who will dominate him sexually. Like, there are women out there that will do that because some men need that. Some men don't want to be. They don't want to be dominant. They want to be having a more chill, laid back kind of female role. And there's a woman for him. But he needs to direct his message toward people like him and not be directing his message towards regular guys, because he's not regular. He's irregular. The Wacky World of TV said, OTV said, most westernized females view submission to be weak. Thus, they refuse to be submissive outside of the bedroom. Okay, that's true. In the Western world, submission is looked at as something weak, when in reality, it takes a strong person to be submissive. I always said, there is a saying that I heard that I think is true, and that's that a submissive person is only a dominant person looking, no. A submissive woman is only a strong person looking for someone stronger. And I think that that is true. No, I can't put down the phone. I'm reading your comments on the phone. Tobias isn't blocked. He just was typing. I'm just waiting for a woman to tell the whole truth of what's really going on in the household. So far, I heard an excuse. Remember the 66%, and what that guy was saying is not danger in the community. Wait, Gerald, I don't understand what you said. You have to retype that. Society makes Black men to be gay. That's a fact. They want Black men to be effeminate. This attack on I don't like it. I'm gonna tell you guys, I love men, but you know what? I love men. Men. I like the things that come with men. I like that you guys are reserved. I like that you guys are controlled. I like that you guys are bossy. I like that. I think that's good. I like that you guys are assured. I think that's healthy. That's attractive. That's beautiful. Society wants all those things to go away. They want men to be like just like women. And it's so bizarre. And I'm not with it. And it's like ruining things. Dude, and they want women to be like men. They're making the men more feminine, and then they're simultaneously wanting the women to be more masculine. It's crazy. I don't understand it. I'm totally against it. I really, really am. Like, I cannot with that. War and wolf fighting isn't for everyone. Look, at this point, you don't have to war and wolf fight. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to. You really don't have to. Yeah, he's a bottom. He's a bottom, goodness. He really is. He is a bottom. Dark Prophet said that dominant woman thing is dangerous territory. Most Black women are ruled out if you tell us to seek other women who don't want to dominate. That's not true. That's not true. Like I said, it's all in where you look for your women. Like, where are you looking for them? We just did a live on this, right? We just did a live where we talked about where are you fishing for your women? Sir Black, we need dominant men. I'm with you. I'm gonna need some, like this new age, effeminate. I don't want to be a man. I don't want to be a woman. I don't want to have kids. I don't want to provide. I don't want to be submissive. I don't want to be masculine. That's when he really lost me. When he was like, I don't want to be masculine. I was like, in what world do you have a penis? Isn't masculinity part of your package? Femininity should be part of my package as a woman. Masculinity should be part of your package as a man. It is not okay to be gay. Can we make a shirt? I'm going to start selling shirts, you guys. I have some cool shirts I want to make. And I'm going to steal that. It is not okay to be gay. Who's not afraid to wear that shirt? I'll wear it. My man was like, Irene, can you stop, what did he say? Gay bashing? Can you go a little softer on the gays? I was like, no, because I'm with you. It's not okay to be gay. That's not okay. We need to start treating this life, not promoting it. Women don't want men that don't have a surplus of money, resources. I don't think that's true, Tobias, because most Black men don't have a surplus of money and resources, and women still go with them. So I think, you know what I mean? It would be different if like women were literally only choosing men with money, but most people date in their income bracket. So I don't know, like sometimes I'm online and I'm like, I see things like this basketball player or this multimillionaire, his baby's mom is taking him for $20,000 a month. And then the regular guy is like, oh my gosh, that's all of our plights. And it's like, that's not your plight. Do you know what I mean? That's not the average person that this is happening to. The average person is dating somebody in their income bracket, and that is what it is. You know what I mean? Our community is not super rich. There's not just a handful of rich guys taking all the chicks in the community. I don't think that's reality. The real Aaron, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, Frantonio, masculinity is over sounds gay to me too. Like, absolutely gay. Hooded one, you're pretty sure that's not the type of protect he meant? Okay, hooded one. If you don't think that's the type of protect he meant, I was interpreting it in context. So far, he's told me that he wants to be wined and dined. He wants presents. He wants the freedom to cry. Masculinity is over. And then he said he wants to be protected. So in context, he's gay. That's all I'm saying. I think that's the protect he meant. I think he literally meant that. Just in context, like when you look at the full picture of what that man was talking about. The full picture, y'all. Let Dwight be gay. Black women also complete with trannies. Look, Frantonio, the only transsexual a Black woman is competing against is the one that is looking for a gay man. So I'm gonna tell you, a man that wants me is probably not gonna want a transsexual because we're not the same. The bits and pieces are different. So I mean, I think this is the danger of like anal sex and fellatio and stuff like that, because it's just a hole. This just a hole mentality will have a lot of our men turned out and they'll be gay. Gerald, this is a good question. Who effed up the household, man or women? I don't like gender war stuff. I can't answer that question because I'm not with the gender wars. I want the genders to get along. Like, it's crazy to be designed for men and not get along with them. So I don't want to blame anybody. Who cares who did it? Let's just fix the problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, who cares who started the fire? Let's just put it out, you know, because none of us personally started the fire. Like, all of this is old stuff. All of this is old stuff. So it's time for us to move past that and just work on fixing this thing and not finger point and all that. Like, that's not cute. Women have been leaving their traditional female roles to bias, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting for men to leave their traditional roles. It's disgusting for women to leave their traditional roles. It really is. It's unhealthy. It's completely unhealthy. And that's what's screwing everything up, is nobody wants to play right. Everybody wants to be special. Do you know what I mean? Everybody wants to be a girl. Everybody wants to be a guy. The women want to be masculine. The men want to be feminine. Like, it's weirdness. Everything is weird these days. And I think we have to get away from this, like, normalized dysfunction, because it's screwing everything up, people. It really, really is. What is a power bottom? What is a power bottom? I do not know what that is. Viva Hernando, okay. I'm not saying gay people can't live in peace. I'm saying that gay people shouldn't direct their commentary on relationships to straight people. Like, you direct your commentary toward your group. So here we had a pansexual, bisexual, submissive man directing his rhetoric toward healthy, heterosexual, dominant men. And I think that that was inappropriate. He needed to direct that toward his kind. Dr. Evil Hands, don't bring up ATL. Why are you gonna do that? What's up with that? Goodness rated. I'm Black. I'm a woman. I don't want any Black men incarcerated. Not unless they're seriously crazy and need to be in jail. That's not my goal. So I don't know what Black women you're talking about. Yes, God speaks through his word, Frantonio. That's true. The question is more complicated. Women tend to do what is socially acceptable. If it's acceptable to date thugs, they want thugs, hence Black women and thug culture. Is it socially acceptable to date thugs? Because I don't think that's cute. I don't think gang banging and sagging your pants and slinging drugs is cute. So I feel like people who watch TV might think that's cute. That's not cute to me. There's nothing cute about that. So maybe people who can't think for themselves think it's cute, but I don't know. Not me. I don't think it's cute. Yeah, Dwayne, he's feminine. Gerald said the last thing that kids want is to be submissive. See, you don't even understand what he's going through. Gerald, we might have to agree to disagree. Because when a man tells me I want to cry, I want to be protected, I want presents, I want to be wined and dined, and forget this masculinity, that's over. Masculinity is over. It's not even about a desire to be submissive. I don't think he wants to be submissive. He is submissive. He's a bottom. He is. Some men are bottoms. It's okay, y'all. Like, okay, it's not okay, but like some people are like that. So they could be in healthy, happy relationships. I promise you right now, today, Gerald, if he goes and gets himself a Dom, he will be happier than everything. He will never forget to brush his teeth again because she will tell him to do it and he'll obey her. And I mean that. She will tell him and he will obey her. She will reward him and he will be pleased with his rewards. He won't have to be masculine because she's not about to have that masculinity around because she's in charge. He will be a happy man. He will be happy. Mark my words. If he ever sees this, go get yourself a Dom because that's what you need. That's what I heard. When I heard you talking, I heard a submissive talking. And your problem is that you keep picking women who are submissive, feminine women. What you need is a masculine woman or a guy. But I don't want to encourage you to be gay. So, Dom for you. Yes, DJ Cadillac, you're so right. You're absolutely right. Hold on, you look like somebody I know. Okay. DJ Cadillac, I agree with you. Women have adopted the transsexual look. And this is a whole nother problem in itself. Women have helped out these people. For every gay, transsexual, transgender person, there is a woman co-signing this mess. What is wrong with women? This is not cute. We cannot be co-signing this. And yes, with fake breasts, fake butts, fake hair, fake eyelashes, makeup, all that stuff, what it has allowed to happen is it has allowed men to look like women. It has allowed men to look like women. And then I remember when like all that contouring and all that crazy stuff, only drag queens wore makeup like that. The fake eyelashes and stuff, like only drag queens wore that stuff. Now regular women are, you're so right, DJ Cadillac. Regular women are adopting that look. And now it's weird to look natural. Like that's the weird look. You're so right. We have, as women collectively, adopted this weird look. Gerald, you are literally sweet as cream. I'm telling you, you're so sweet. I love that you're advocating for him. You're a good person. I don't agree with you, but I love that you are so good and positive. Because let me tell you something, my man is very dominant and masculine, and he feels appreciated because I appreciate the heck out of him every time I get the chance. I'll be all over him with my appreciation. So him not wanting masculinity has nothing to do with being appreciated because a man will be appreciated by his woman. You know what I mean? That's not something you should have to say. If she's not appreciating you, that's not the chick for you anyway. You should know that you're appreciated and adored by your woman, period. The real Aaron Collins said, there is a perpetuated ongoing agenda from Hollywood and the soulless elites to emasculate Black males, straight up. And this is what I'm saying with these covert things. That's why I'm not with this guy and what he is saying. We're done with masculinity? Black man? Really? Like they want to make Black women masculine and make Black men feminine. There is an agenda here. They want to destroy the Black family. They want to destroy the nuclear family. There is an agenda. They want everybody to be effeminate and equal. where black men and black women, women and men in general, you just can't even tell the difference anymore. We're all dressed the same. We all talk the same. We all look the same. We all behave the same. I mean, half the stuff he was complaining about is he wanted the same treatment that men give women. On what planet? Like, this is all cute. It's all cute until your woman has a whole human being in her body. Then you're talking about, I want my woman to protect me. How does that make sense? When she's knocked up and she's got a living person in her body, who's going to get up for the burglar then? You know what I mean? This is all well and good until we're talking about paternity and maternity leave. Like, should fathers get time off? Yeah. But until a human being pops out of your vajayjay and your liver is in your esophagus trying to make room for a person, you shouldn't get equal maternity leave. See, this is what I mean. Like, they are mixing things that make sense with weird stuff because they want men and women to not see a difference between us. And I'm making a heart. Oh, look at that. I'm making a heart. The reality is that we are not the same. And you cannot be a full-on grown man talking about you want to cry and get wined and dined and not be masculine and flipping, you want to be like some new age. I want to, you know, my soul, this and that. Look, you could get your cry on if you need to. If something bad happens, I'll give you a present. I'll take you out for your birthday, make you a nice dinner. Do you know what I'm saying? Would you rather dinner, or would you rather me put on some lingerie and give you a beautiful back rub and make you some food from scratch and adore you? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not the same. Like, the treatment that I get, my man brought me home a sweet treat. What the heck does it look like me coming home, bringing home him a sweet treat? We're not the same. It's very weird. Everything he was saying was weird. Like, you want to be me. That's what I was like. I was like, okay, you want to be me. You want to be a woman. That's cool. You need a Dom. You're gay, or you need a Dom. You need a woman that's going to do that for you. She will bring you home. I'm telling you right now, if he gets a Dom, she will bring home a present for him if he's a good boy. She absolutely will. If he behaves himself and does what he's told, she'll bring him home a present, pretty box and bow and everything. I guarantee it. Trust me. Trust me. Sir Black said, woman is just a helper. She should just fall back and pump the brakes on her mouth. That's true. I mean, I think women can speak, but you have to be able to fall back. You can't be confrontational, right? That's not our place. Aaron, you're right. The agenda is extremely satanic. Big O, you would never allow your woman to have a gay friend? Don't get me started on the gays. Let's not go there. Let's not get Irene started on the gays, because this is I'm going to be good today. I'm going to behave myself today. And then Jeremiah, really? Gay people should stop pushing homosexuality onto heterosexual people. That's true. I don't like that gay people won't let you not like them. I'm always suspicious of groups of people who feel like it's not enough to be left alone. Like, you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. No, that's not good enough. They need you to validate and accept them too. It's like all these LGBTQI people, you know, you can't just call them by their name. No, you got to call the girl a man. You have to be like, you really have a vagina, but I'm going to call you he or it or shim or whatever. I mean, I don't know. You know, they have all these pronouns that they want to use. Dude, really? Why do you have to impose yourself? Like, why isn't it enough for you to exist? Why do I also have to go along with your agenda if that's not something that I'm with? Can't you just go off into your corner and do you and leave me out of it? I'm not going to go there. So y'all are going to get me started. I'm just going to say this man needs a Dom, or he's gay. Gerald, how can you guarantee he's bisexual? He's not bisexual. You cannot guarantee this because you do not know what this man does in his bedroom. You can't guarantee it, Gerald. But you deserve a hug because you are really sweet. Hi, Omega Dreads. You don't think so? Viva Hernando said, I don't think thugs are in style anymore. No, I think thugs are out. Most Black women don't think for themselves, Dark Prophet. Most people don't think for themselves. This isn't even like a Black woman issue. This is like a people issue. Most human beings don't think for themselves. Cookie Primrose said, Gerald's statements are suspect. Yeah. Listen, it's a suspicious situation, period, y'all. The whole situation was suspect. That's why I said, what in the homosexuality addressing the homosexuality submissiveness? That's all I heard. Homosexual submissiveness. That's all I heard. I am bisexual and or submissive. I think both. He's a bottom, just period. Gerald said, I don't want a woman to protect me, but I want a woman to respect me and respect that it's hard out here to live in a woman's world. Gerald, why are you trolling? This is not a woman's world. How is almost every damn person in power a man and you're going to say it's a woman's world? Now you need to stop. Now don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. The feminists, if they can make it a woman's world, they will. They're trying, but it's not a woman's world yet, Gerald. Dang. I just like humanity basis of contempt for you once you say no. What are you talking about, Omega? I don't believe in bi. Okay, Frantonio, I'm with you too. I'm with you too. Kaya, you said it's hard living in this shithole planet. I can't. Y'all don't bash the earth. We have to live here. Shh. Mother Earth might hear you. Dark Prophet said, Irene Yvette, from personal experience, being a Black woman in America will break you and make you a slave, or you'll become more anti-slavery or bondage than anyone. I am the latter. He is the former. He is gay. We cannot make this situation with him any deeper than it needs to be. This man is submissive, and he has not come to grips with his own submission. He is either bisexual or submissive, and he needs to come into a place where he understands that and he chooses his interactions as such, and he will be a happier person. There's no reason that should have kept him up at night and then had him get up and not brush his teeth and go live. Okay? It should not have touched him that much in his spirit. Jeremiah, yeah, women are the biggest supporters. And Kaya, I hate this transgender shit too. Like, you have me cursing. I'm reading, that's her comment, y'all. She wrote it. I'm just going to say this mess is getting out of hand. Okay? This, because it's a mental illness. If I grab and just chop off my breath, look, y'all, sometimes we have to see things for what they are. And it is not a loving thing to let somebody be mentally ill and then treat them like they are somehow normal. Like, it's not normal to want to chop your breasts off. It's not normal to want to take drugs and make your clit big. It's not normal to want to invert your penis. Who wants their penis shoved up inside of their body cavity? So that another man could stick his penis inside of your penis? That is a mental illness. And we need to stop treating this like it's anything other than a mental illness. It's like a problem. Omega Dress said, I can sum up humanity like this. There's nothing wrong with me. There's not something wrong with you. There's something wrong with me while all humans are fighting and crying for our next fixed tragedy. Big O, you don't like fake butts? All butts matter. You hate fake anything? Black masculinity has always been viewed as threatening, says Jeremiah. Yes, yes, yes. There's always been a move to emasculate the Black male. And to be real, why do you think they were lynching and then castrating men? Why do you think castration was so popular in slavery? And then here we have a Black man on social media who is really just bisexual or a submissive, addressing dominant Black men, telling them we're done with this masculinity thing. In what world? Sucking people in with all these semi-valid arguments to bring them to the craziness that is no longer being masculine. Castrate yourself, he said. In a video, castrate yourself. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Oh, thank you, Aaron. That's very kind of you to say. Omega, yes. Women are some of the biggest perpetrators in the LGBTQI community. Why women go so hard for these weirdos, I just don't know. But this mess needs to stop. Women are the perpetrators of a lot of things that are backward, and we need to stop giving our support to this. Because men will be the first one to be disgusted, but then a woman will go and co-sign some weirdness, and we cannot do that. As women, we have to stop. You can look at the cause without agreeing with the solution. You deny the cause and therefore the real solution. No. I'm all for that, but here's the thing. If you and I didn't start the fight started generations and generations ago. We don't need to worry about that. We just need to fix this, okay? Because us fighting over which of our ancestors were responsible for something is irrelevant at this point. We cannot be divided as men and women. And that's why I don't like to entertain the gender war stuff on my channel, because I'm not at war with any men. I like men. I love men, okay? Love men. So I don't care to debate about this. I just care to say, let's just do this thing right from here forward. You know how you get into a fight with somebody? There's only so long you can go back and forth about what the other person did that got you in your feelings. At some point, you have to stop fighting and start working toward a solution. At some point, you have to go, you know what? I'm sorry. Both people, we apologize. Time to move on. This is what we're going to do. You have to get there, you know? Sir Black, I did not know that. Where is the race war prophesied in the Bible? I'm going to need a chapter and a verse or 5. Okay, Simply Yada, this is what I'll say about paternity leave. It's not that fathers are not valuable. And that they don't need time with their kids. They do. It's that they don't give birth to another human being. It's that their organs don't need to fall back into place. It's that their uterus doesn't need to recontract and the blood doesn't need to stop flowing from them. It's that their breasts aren't going to start making milk. That's why they don't need just as much time as the mom, because biologically all those things are not happening to them. They're not going to have a baby attached to their boob every hour and a half to 2 hours. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that men aren't valuable. It's that it's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. The actual physiological differences are why they don't need as much time. There's like a physical recuperation that needs to happen with a woman. There's a living being that needs breast milk. And the woman's body is going to be making that by the gallon. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I say that it's not the same. Yes, fathers need time to bond, but they don't need as much time as a mom because they didn't go through all that. Their entire organs aren't rearranging themselves back to their proper position. You know, I think that women should get a year off. I think every woman should have the ability to have 1 year off work if she's working, to raise her baby, to nurse her baby. It's already been proven that time is critical. And I don't think men need that time. For her body to heal, for her to nurture her child with milk, And I think fathers are so important to that equation, but the contribution is not the same. You know, like it's different. And I think we keep trying to make things the same, and they're not the same. We are different, and it's okay. We don't have to be the same. That's what makes us compatible and good for each other. Do you know what I mean? Do you know why your plug fits in a socket? They're different, but they're made for each other. Can you imagine if you tried to plug your lamp into a socket that had an Audi too? It'd be very weird. It wouldn't work. No light for you. And people are the same way. We are equally valuable. We're totally different. Totally different. Other than being human beings, we're totally different. Oh, you got fired from a job last year because you refused to address your male manager as a she, and that's the problem. Why should you lose your job? You know, if nothing else, can't we just use the person's name? But they will not take that. They will not. I'm sorry you lost your job, Jeremiah. See, these gay people are thugs. They're the new thugs. Hooded one, this is deeper than him wanting his woman to take him out sometimes. He said the masculinity train is over. He wanted to be protected. He wants to be able to cry. He was on some other stuff, okay? So he was winning y'all over with that rhetoric about can't my woman take me out to dinner from time to time. He started winning regular men over with this talk, and then he went into Weirdville. He went into I'm a homosexual land. He went into I'm a submissive land. When he said he was done with masculinity, I was done with him. That's when I realized he was talking to the wrong group of men. He was directing his rhetoric at the wrong people because he shouldn't be talking to any straight men like that. No straight man is going to be like, you know what, masculinity, I'm done with that. No straight woman is going to be like, you know what, uterus, femininity, breasts, I'm done with you. It's just craziness. What are y'all talking about? Gerald, what are you talking about? You said, see y'all, see that she couldn't answer that. See y'all, see that. What are you talking about, Gerald? I don't know what you wanted me to answer. Well, bi is gay, made man. If you're bi, you're gay. So it's all the same to me. I didn't make up all these terms. They made these terms up. I'm just using their terms. Well, Gerald, we acknowledge it. There's a problem. Problem acknowledged. Okay, let's move past that. There's a problem. We've acknowledged it. Let's fix the problem. We don't need to finger point for that life. We waste a lot of time finger pointing at each other. What are y'all talking about? I also hate it when people say that just because you have mental issues, that doesn't mean you can go around acting crazy. That doesn't make sense to me. That's so true. The real Aaron Collins said, I have gay and transgender friends. However, that doesn't mean I support the LGBTQ. It's LGBTQI, okay, agenda and lifestyle, because at the end of the day, I still believe in God's plan and traditional male and female unions. I have no gay friends. I'm a bigot. Now you know. I don't want them around my kids. I don't want them at my house. I don't mesh well with gays. Me and the gays. I have a debate with the pansexual. It's going to be a problem. I said the debate can't be on my channel because I don't want to have to disrespect anybody on my channel, but I feel gay people are crazy. I feel they're mentally ill and we should get them therapy. We should not be promoting them to live a destructive lifestyle. Simply Yada said, I couldn't cut off my child even if they were gay. Oh, Simply Yada, I hope I never have to find out. I feel like if my kids ever turned out being gay, which I would be shocked, but if they did, I feel like they would hide it from me. I feel like they would. I would hope not. Would I cut them off? I would probably cut them off. I probably would. Because I cannot with the gay thing. I can't do it. I would probably, or try to get them help. You know what I mean? Try to get them some therapy. I don't know. But I will say this. So I did a video on California's ban on gay conversion therapy. And you guys can go watch that video, but it was pretty crazy because I put up footage of when the different assembly members were going ahead, and they give a yay or a nay vote, and they can talk about why they do or do not give their vote to or for or not for the ban. And so a gay woman spoke. And I'm gonna tell you, this is where the Bible is true, because the Bible says that they're given over into their own lust and their heart becomes darkened, right? So this gay woman was voting. She was like, I'm voting against or for the ban on gay conversion therapy. She was like, because when I first realized I was gay, I had a hard time accepting I was gay. And she described all these negative feelings she had about being gay. And she said she had to get past her own negative feelings about being gay to fully be gay. And so that's why she didn't want conversion therapy, because she thought if there was conversion therapy, people could interfere and then that would stop the person from being gay. And the Bible talks about this. Like you have to get over that hump of knowing what you're doing is wrong. You have to get over the hump of being disgusted with yourself. And then once you're over that hump, there's no turning back. You know what I'm saying? So I would hope that none of my kids ever went over that hump. And it was very profound for me to hear her describe it that way, because that's exactly how the Bible describes it too, just to be real. Yes, now you got some, now you don't. They are making children's clothes unisex clothing. It's flippin' bizarre. No way, they give 2 paid years off in parts of Europe for mothers. That's awesome. I think that's healthy. Like, these feminists do weird stuff. These feminists want to fight men. Why don't you fight so that women don't have to breastfeed their babies in a bathroom? Fight for something like that. Like, why are you fighting men? I don't understand. Modern day feminism is stupid. It has nothing to do with women. They hate women. They can't stand women. They hate women and they hate men. They don't like anybody. Cookie Primrose, she said, I run a daycare and we receive children as young as a month because mom has to go back to work. Cookie, I have never met a woman working with a child, a little baby, and I ask women this all the time. I promise you, if a woman tells me, oh, I have a child, I'll go, is it hard for you being separated from your baby to work? And every woman has said yes. Every woman. It's unnatural. It's not natural. Hi, ZOV. I'm so far behind in the chat, you guys. Why am I never caught up in the chat? I'm never caught up. I'm so, like, how many decades behind in the chat am I right now? COV said, pansexuality is so freaking stupid. Just say you'd have sex with anyone and anything, which makes you a strange weirdo. I know, but I'm debating a pansexual in a couple days on BMT2's channel. And I was just like, I'll debate a pansexual as long as they don't go gay on me. Because gay people start playing victim like real quick. Don't try to pull out the victim card on me. 13.8. But nation against nation doesn't count if the nations are multiracial, right? I'm gonna need another chapter and a verse. I'm gonna need another chapter and a verse, Sir Black. Okay, I caught up in the chat, finally. Vaccines do not turn people gay. There are a lot of drugs they put in the water supply that could contribute to making people masculine or feminine. But I think that nature and nurture, I'm sorry, I think that nurture and it, like upbringing and environment has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? So I do think that that's the case. But with that said, you guys, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to come on here because y'all, hi Everett. That was weird. And AM1 knew he was wrong for that because he knew I was going to jump all over that. That's why he sent me the video. I would have never heard about it if it were not for him. So, yeah. With that said, y'all, I appreciate you guys chilling with me. This was not planned, this live. I just kind of jumped on here just to be doing it. But I have to do my chores because I'm not my own boss. Because I have a man that didn't say to heck with this masculinity, and he makes me do chores before I go to bed. And so if I talk to y'all too late, I will never get into my own bed because I will be up all night doing chores, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have a glass of water, put on some tea, and wash dishes, and polish my tables, and la la la, all the stuff that he makes me do every single night. But please make sure that you thumbs up my video. And I just want to say that I got to go. Bye, guys.